Change of scenery now. We've just crossed the border into Nepal, and this is what the roads look like. Listening to Gangman style. Around about 50 metres from the space where I'm sitting, one of history's great historical characters was born. Siddhartha Gautama was born about 600 BC, more than 2,500 years ago, and has arguably had as large or larger impact on the history of humanity as Jesus Christ and the Prophet Muhammad, and perhaps even Abraham himself. Why? Because Siddhartha's other name is the Lord Buddha. Archaeologists generally agree that the plaque, which was laid down 200 BC inside the white pavilion in front of me, is the spot where the Lord Buddha was born. The reflecting pool, or the holy pool next to it, is believed to have been the spring in which his mother washed before giving birth. But he wasn't born into poverty. The Lord Buddha was born as a prince, and it was only when he became older and ventured outside the protective zone of the castle did he see the poverty around him and reach a degree of enlightenment through self-examination. And when you boil Buddhism down, it is that search for enlightenment through self-examination which is the heart of Buddhism. And Buddhism started here in Lumbini, Nepal. Today we're trekking through the lowlands of Nepal in the very humid, very hot lowland rainforests at the beginning of the monsoon season. We've been lucky not to have too much rain, yet it's still very damp underfoot and a lot of humidity coming up. It'll be very different from later in the week when we're going to some of the higher terrain, where it'll be a lot colder and a lot drier. But here through the Chitwan forest we're hoping to see rhinoceros, elephants, monkeys, and other sorts of mammal and reptilian life spread out through this wonderfully green and lush jungle. Here in the Chitwan National Park, one of the things we're looking for is the Nepalese one-horned rhino. It's called that because it's from Nepal and it's got one horn. This is a track. The rhino has 3 toes. There's 1, 2, 3, and a heel back here. This one looks like a moderate middle-aged one, not too old, not too young. Let's see if we can go spot one. The trick to remember with rhinos is they can hear really, really well. They can smell really, really well, but they are nearly as blind as a bat. They can just see up to about 30 meters when they can see movement. So they'll smell you, they'll hear you, and they might charge you. And if they do that, run like all buggery. Rhinos and hippos are 2 of the most aggressive animals on the planet. In Africa, hippos are responsible for more human death than any other species, including lions and tigers. Here in Nepal, the rhino has that status. Was a close call. It used for?
This is for vegetable curry, especially wild, especially for curry.
So this is to make the tiger's dinner better when he catches us.
Yes, especially for humans dinner.
Actually, a lot of people do come here to Chitwan Forest in the hope of catching a glimpse of a Bengal tiger. Truth is, 2 reasons why it is extremely unlikely that we will see a tiger today. The first one is they've been hunted to the verge of extinction, and secondly, they're nocturnal and it's daytime. What you will see in this forest though is a lot of wild deer, the odd wild boar, lots of rhinoceros prints, and lots of typical things in a jungle like spiders and ants and snakes and things like that. What you're hearing and what we can glimpse through the forest is 2 stags fighting, presumably over a female. As well as the mammalian life in the rivers around here, you also get crocodiles. Not like the big salties or even the big freshies you get in Northern Territory. They're a bit smaller with a pointy snout. Found another rhino. This time out in the open in the grass plain, just over my shoulder here. You should be able to see him like a white rock. The good thing is, this far away he wouldn't be able to see us unless we move. He's able to hear us, and we're able to hear him, and he can probably smell us. And if we started to move drastically, he might come this way, in which case all I need to do is run faster than Olivia. Now in the captured breeding area, where there are a lot of cows and baby elephants, and the reason everyone's panicking is because this guy is a wild bull elephant who's decided he likes all these females. In a microlight about 4,000 feet above Pokhara in Nepal. Spectacular view. It'll be a lot better in non-monsoon season without the clouds when you can see all the mountains. But hey, it's not bad anyway. How's your Thursday? I'm way up here on the top of a hill, and I'm going to go way down there on that 1.8 kilometres in the world's longest zip line, a 600 metre vertical drop, and we're going to hit top speeds of 140 kilometres an hour.